Today on Fletch Talks, actress and model Amanda Hall. School Crossing is an intense drama about a retired police detective who takes a last stand against school shootings by placing himself in front of his local elementary school, upsetting the community and the political forces around him. School Crossing not only asks the important questions, it offers real, workable solutions to the recurrent tragedy of school shootings. School Crossing, in paperback and for Kindle at Amazon.com. Or save 15% when you buy this or any other Fletcher Rhoden paperback from FletcherRhoden.com. So you prefer acting to modeling?
I do. I love modeling. It depends. I think the makeup lines and the beauty lines, I've been doing those for a while.
And they do some far out stuff in those fashion spreads too.
They do. Some of them they blow my mind. They're very creative.
Have you ever been asked to do anything that you didn't want to do?
Yes. So many times nudity, which I am so okay with that, and I think the female body is absolutely gorgeous. I look at women's bodies, I think, more than I look at men's bodies, and that sounds awful, but they're just so beautiful, and I totally understand where someone behind the camera would be like, hey, you want to take your clothes off? I plan on doing that eventually for acting. I have done implied nudity for a photo shoot, and that was a lot of fun, but you have to be very you have to trust the photographer, because one image gets out and it's forever gone.
When you say, I don't mean to interrupt, when you say implied nudity, you mean like from the side or?
Like I'm naked, but I cover myself.
Okay.
Or like my hair, when my hair was longer and thicker, it covered for me, so.
Okay, all right, I understand. I'm not familiar with all the fashion terminology, but it's fun to learn about it. All right, well, let's, you mentioned that there was kind of a stigma, though. As an actress, you suffer a stigma from being a model that people feel your skills are necessarily limited.
Absolutely.
I guess I can see it because models are sort of stigmatized as being a little bit, dim. I mean,
yes.
But you know a lot of models.
Yes.
How accurate is that?
There's a small portion that are interesting, and then there's a very large group of regular girls that are beautiful and smart, and then there's a small percentage that's beautiful and incredibly intelligent and almost mind-boggling. What are you doing here? kind of thing. Yeah.
Some people theorize that the reason for this is that people who are so attractive that they're treated with special care and attention by society, and so they're trained to expect that kind of treatment, and they never develop other parts of their character or personality, whereas people who are less sensationally attractive kind of have no choice but to develop these other skills in order to get by on our naturally meh kind of looks. So, do you think this is true, or is it just the genetic grab bag, and who's ever born smart and cute just happens to be born smart and cute? What do you think?
Well, I think it's funny that you categorize yourself in that low grab bag.
Well, in the middle somewhere,
I think it's all in how you're raised. I think it's if your parents and your family and the people around you in your immediate circle treat you special and make you feel like beauty is the only thing that is going to get you through life. And they don't really force you to have a personality or to learn things that are essential to get by in this world, especially now with all the technology growing, and this world is going so super fast. I think that's my personal opinion, is that that's how you're going to grow up. But if, like my parents, I grew up on a small farm, I kind of always thought I was the ugly duckling, and I didn't kind of make that little switch where I noticed people noticing me until almost college. Talk about bullying, talk about, that kind of treatment where I had food thrown at me at the cafeteria almost daily. I was actually just talking about this to my mother when she came to visit me. Somebody took the mop on the back of the bus, took the mop and put it on my head. I would sit in the front of the bus and just can't wait to get home, can't wait to get home. And one of the cool kids from the back of the bus came up and put the mop, the dirty mop, on my head and just left it there. And wow. I mean, at the time, mortifying, and everybody on the bus is staring and laughing, and now I can laugh and be like, well, kids will be kids, but yeah, it forces you, the way you grow up, and lifting hay and working with the horses, and we had to learn how to be funny. We didn't have a lot of TV. We didn't have all the technology we have. We had a small group of friends, and we had each other. My mom and my sister, my best friends, So, yeah, I think it's all on how to grow up, how you're raised.
Next time on Fletch Talks, more with actress and model Amanda Hall. If you'd like to be a guest on Fletch Talks, drop me an email. I'm Fletcher Rhoden.